Extreme Victory was released in May 2011. Notable cards in this set include Reborn Tengu, TG Striker, TG Wonder Magician, Debunk, and a powerful new precursor to the Xyz era Tour Guide from the Underworld. In this series, both Nyhmnim and myself will be opening 24 booster packs or one box of a core Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster set. We will build a deck and play a best 2 out of 3, and the winner will receive a small prize to upgrade their deck. However, in each episode, we will open another box of the next set that was released, moving in chronological order, constantly upgrading our decks before dueling each other at the end of each episode. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series. What can I say, ladies and gentlemen? The Black Wings, and specifically Kalut, are just way too strong. I am slightly concerned because I feel like if Gage gets better with the deck that he played in the previous episode, I might have to worry about it because then he'll be more proficient with the combos. I actually think I should have lost the first game because I think he actually misplayed in a couple areas. That's obviously for you guys to debate, but we're going to be spinning the wheel once again. We are on Turbo Pack 5 if we manage to get this, and let's just go ahead and spin and see what we get. We want to get to the better stuff, so I'm not going to go ahead and bore you with any of the details. And it actually looks like, oh wow, we almost got a common wild card, but 3 tournament packs it is. So as I mentioned, we are on Turbo Pack 5, and I want to give you guys a quick rundown of what to expect. Colossal Fighter is the ultimate rare, and this is one of the best level 8 synchros we have access to in the game. My synchro pool is atrocious, so if I could actually pick this up, I'd be pretty happy. Dark Hole is an ultra rare is pretty nice too, because this card's actually unlimited, I believe, so getting another copy of this would be nice because it's more access to board wipes. These are the highest rarity though, so it's pretty unlikely we're going to get them. For the super rares, again, nothing too special. Laquari, Snowman Eater, 6 Samurai United, Spell Shattering Arrow's kind of cool, but we have stuff like Fairy Wind, which I think is probably just fine. Nothing really too crazy here. The rares, however, get slightly more interesting. So we have Puppet Plant, Wolf, although I think we have 3 wolves now. I don't remember. It's been a while. Cyber Altanin, Torrential Tribute. This is another shot at Torrential, which I think is crazy. This is a rare. Torrential's at 3, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, we're going by current format rules, and that card could just be a blowout. Gage does have Trap Stun. Gage does have My Body, so Torrential may not be as good, but it's a board wipe. I can't pass it up. Escape from the Dark Dimension, something I missed out on in Phantom Darkness, so having a shot at this could be cool. And Zoma the Spirit is all right. Let's go ahead and check out the commons. And for the commons, we have a Manju, Abyssal King Shark, Spirit of the Six Samurai, Black Salvo, Darkness Neosphere, Miracle Fusion, Shield Crush. This is a very, very big pull. This is essentially the counterpart to Nobleman of Crossout. It doesn't banish, but it is able to take out a defense position monster, whether it's face up or face down. I think that is huge, and I'd be happy to pick this up. 7 Tools of the Bandit coming in at common is also nice. It's a way to possibly be able to negate some of his trap cards. We don't have a lot of cards like this that are able to do that, and getting this at common would be pretty cool. Royal Command is also kind of whatever. So nothing too crazy in this pack, nothing like Nobleman of Crossout broken, but we actually have a lot of really good cards to pull, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so 3 packs of Turbo Pack 5. Let's hope for those Shield Crushes. I think that would be the best card to get. Pack number 1. I mean, a Manju's actually not bad. I don't think ritual decks are going to be viable anytime soon, but it's a cool pickup. The rest of these are kind of whatever. Let's just go ahead and fire the second one and see what we get. Another Manju, so I think that's either our second or third, depending on how many we got previously. Royal Command is kind of okay. I think it stops the effect of flip effect monsters. And then we also have Miracle Fusion, but we're not playing heroes. Final pack, though. Let's see if we get something good. I'm really hoping for it. And wow, really not too much to talk about. I guess the Royal Command is like okay, but let's go ahead and hand it on over to Gage because he's going to tell you all about Extreme Victory.
I really hope this title means something to me, fellas. Extreme Victory released May 10th, 2011 is our next set. And it's our next set that we end up spending in the loser circle, so you guys got to go over the set with me. Lots of really good synchro monsters as well as synchro support in this set, and I'm going to go over a few of them for you guys. What's the best to pull out of this set? We'll find out shortly. Let's go over the top card already brings a lot of memories. Reborn Tengu. This card's nuts, guys. Super rare if it leaves the field. Summon a Reborn Tengu from deck. This card was amazing back in the day. But this is one of those cards, kind of like Nimble Sunfisk, where it's only going to be useful if we can pull more than one copy. Can we get lucky and get 3 Reborn Tengu? Oh, I hope so. Unknown Synchron isn't a bad level 1 tuner where we control no monsters. We can special summon it from your hand. We can only special summon one once per duel this way. Still, it's a free level 1 that we get to slap on the field, tribute it for a monarch, or use it for a synchro summon. Blackwings get a couple new cards, as they always do, but these ones are also just really bad. They're really not good. I don't think Alex will play them if he pulls either of them, and I don't think he's really pining to get them anyways. TGs also get, I think this is their debut, is it? TGs get some support, and these TG cards are nuts. TG Striker was actually on the Forbidden and Limited list for a while. This card is crazy because if our opponent controls a monster, we can Cyber Dragon special summon it out. It's a level 2 tuner, and if it's destroyed, we also get to add a TG monster from deck to hand. The second effect is like pretty good still on its own, but its first effect, just being able to get a level 2 tuner on the field, just when our opponent has a monster, not bad. Werewolf pairs pretty well with it too. When a level 4 or lower is special summon, we can special from our hand, so if we special the Striker, we can drop the Werewolf as well. TG Rush Rhinos also released in this set. This is the basic makeup of a really TG stun deck that would be actually pretty good in the meta for a little bit here, but we're going to be using it for their intended purpose, which I think is just to synchro summon and get a whole bunch of monsters on the field. A couple new Psychic cards get released here. I realized I don't have Mind Master, which would be absolutely disgusting to play with some of these new cards here, because Esper Girl's alright, as well as Serene Psychic Witch is also pretty good. Also just decent E-Telly targets as well. Something we can consider because we have E-Telly. Sorry, Alex. On to the synchros, the important part. Junk Berserker is the cover card of the set. It's not really that incredible, but it is a level 7 that we can use with Quick Draw Synchron, so if we pull it, it might be okay. TG Wonder Magician is something that comes up every now and again because it is a Halqifibrax summon that you can do. It's also just, you know, not that bad of a card. Nothing too crazy in the department of synchros this time around, though. There's no, like, generic ones that really blow our mind, like Scrap Dragon or Stardust Dragon that we've seen in the last few episodes. No Black Rose either. So I don't really think I want to aim for any of the synchros this set. If I can get, like, a Wonder Magician, it's pretty neat because I plan on playing Striker if I can pull a couple copies. Debunks a super rare trap that comes up every now and again in the format. Sometimes it's pretty good, and other times it's just not that great. Currently, the only application to it is probably to stop Dogmatica cards, but back in the day, could stop hand traps and everything like that. Definitely not terrible. Safe Zone was also not really that bad either. You could pair it with, what was the combo? It was like White Dragon, White Ninja Dragon, Ninja Dragon, White... That guy. You could pair it with that guy and it would make it like non-destructible or something, and it could do something crazy too. I remember that combo back in the day. People would play that with Hanzo. Yep. Those were the good old days. And then as for absolute bombs we can pull from the set, Tour Guide from the Underworld. We all know TGU, incredible card in the XYZ era, but also pretty alright in the Synchro era. But we're right on the verge of getting all these XYZs too, so a card like Leviathan Dragon can become instantly useful if we can pull a Tour Guide. Also Tour Guide, it grabs Sangan, which is pretty damn good. Everything else is like, yeah, it's okay, but those are the main things we're looking after today. Hopefully I can pull some TG Strikers, some Tour Guides from the Underworlds, and we can really rev up our deck. Oh, and of course, 3 Reborn Tengu. What are the odds, you know? It's definitely plausible.
Okay, so 24 packs of Extreme Victory. Now, this set I'd say overall is probably a step down compared to what we've been seeing lately. Some of the cards in the secret rare slot are insane, right? Like Tour Guide would be nuts, but you have to keep in mind that, you know, they're the highest rarity. We're not likely to get them, where other sets have had cards such as like Droll and Lockbird and Gravekeeper's Recruiter and stuff that's more likely to come around. And so it's almost sometimes more exciting to get those sets because we actually have a realistic shot at getting those cards. But 24 packs of Extreme Victory, let's fire it off. And a super rare right off the bat, Naturia Eggplant. Don't think we're playing that, but it's a nice pickup. Also, Unknown Synchron's a pretty good card, and I guarantee you Gage is probably going to put this in that Synchro deck if he's still playing it. Extreme Victory also brought us more Karakuri cards, as well as the TG archetype, which is what I'm slightly concerned with, because TG Striker is a really strong card and will allow for Gage to just synchro off even harder. There's a lot of cards that could benefit Gage's strategy depending on if he pulls them, and that's what I'm slightly concerned about. This set also had more Six Samurai support as well, and some of like the best Six Samurai support cards that really helped push Six Sam to one of the best decks during this time. But this like TG Warwolf, I really wanted to try to make a sort of TG stun deck, but I didn't get a single copy of Horn of the Phantom Beast in the set a few sets ago where that card was printed, so I guess you could still arguably make it, but it's not nearly as good.
All right, 24 packs, Extreme Victory. Let's see if we can get some extremely good cards to bring us to victory. Let's see what we can do. Pack number 1. Nothing, but we got the unknown Synchron. That's like one thing I was looking for. At least one of those bad boys. That's pretty good. Oh, a fusion? That's a skip. Don't really care about it. Whoa, Reborn Tengu and a TG Striker. 2 in 1 pack. That's killer, dude. If we can get another Tengu, we're early on in the opening. We are looking clean, fellas. If we can get another Tengu, let's see what we can do. Come on, give me one. Give me one more. One for the one time.
Well, there's an ultra rare. It's not the ultra rare we wanted, considering it's TG Halberd Cannon. This card is not going into the deck, even though it's a synchro monster, because the material requirements and the level requirements are way too unreasonable to play this. Bit unfortunate because it was an ultra rare, so that does take up a slot, but it is what it is. And to no one's surprise, the theme of Cimoooooooo pulling the worst ghost rares imaginable continues. There is a ghost rare first edition, by the way, copy of Junk Berserker. This is another card that is most likely not going to go into the extra deck, considering it specifically needs Junk Synchron, and aside from that, it's any other tuner. And plus, this card is just not even really that good. We have better synchros in this slot. God, it could have just been anything else. That's so unfortunate. There's another ultra rare, and it's again one of the worst synchros we could have pulled because it's so unrealistic to make because it's a TG monster. Its level requirement is insane. TG Blade Blaster. I mean, I guess we're getting some hollows, but man, these are not good.
No! Yo! That's like the same pack back to back. That's so good. 2 Tengu, 2 Striker. My guy, we are cracked now. This is looking great. Come on, we are super early in this opening too. We can only go up from here. And Esadari, if only we were playing those Glads, bro. If only. If only. That would have been a good pull. Really good pull, but we are not. Oh, Junk Berserker. Oh, Ghost Rare. Wow, we got the Ghost Rare cover card. This one, it's another summon we could do off a Quick Draw Synchron if we were even play Quick Draw Synchron, but it's not really that good. I'm going to level with you guys. So far, though, Hollow Luck is not that terrible. It's just not that shabby. Let's see if we can keep going. Yeah, that just happened. We got another Ghost We got another Ghost Rare Junk Berserker. What the fuck, dude? I wasn't even going to play one of them. Now I got 2, and they're both Ghost. Wow, thanks, game. You're great. Shiin's Dojo. If only we had more 6 Samurai cards like the Gateway. The Gateway was the one thing I was hoping to pull last set that would really tie us together, but we didn't get lucky with it, so not really something I want to consider. All right, coming up on the last 4 packs here. Let's see if we can get lucky in the close. Dodger Dragon. Dodger Dragon's like turbo butt. Alex doesn't play any counter traps. Wow, that card's like really bad. A super rare Eggplant. Is that like that's totally troll. It's gotta be. This card can't be good. Wow, yeah, that card is really not good. That is a troll super rare. On to the last pack. Anything good in the close? No, but we did get 2 Tengu, 2 Striker, and the unknown Synchron. As far as it goes, you know, I'm satisfied with that. Double Tengu is really, really nice. I think we can build something pretty good. Let's see what we can throw up in Dueling Book and see what we can do today.
Here's a super rare Shiin's Advisor. I think this was like maybe played as like a tech back in the day. If this card's normal summoned while you control a 6 Sam monster, declare a monster type while this card is face up on the field. Monsters with the declared monster type cannot declare an attack or be special summoned. I think it was primarily used for this part right here because if your opponent was playing like a mono type deck, then this was a way to like really hose them with Advisor. You could protect it as well. There were some cute things you could do. Again, it wasn't like played in mass, but it was just a spicy little card. Oh, there we go. There's one of the cards I was looking for, but unfortunately we need multiple. There is Reborn Tengu. So this card is nuts. If this face-up card leaves the field, special summon 1 Reborn Tengu from your deck. So that's the biggest issue, is that we need multiple of it. Back in the day, this was actually a sneak peek promo, so it was very easy to get multiple copies of this card, but pulling it out of packs is going to be a different story. If either Gage or I get just 2 of these, this is going to most likely almost automatically make its way into the main deck because these cards are just crazy. Having constant field presence, it's great for synchroing. This card is just nuts. And there's another super rare. It could have been the second Reborn Tengu, but unfortunately, it is TG Power Gladiator. Again, I think all of these require TG monsters, which we're probably not going to play. If it attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing, and if this card on the field is destroyed, draw 1 card. To be fair, this is basically just Armed Wing in a level 5, but I'll go ahead and stick with the Armed Wing. And if the luck weren't going to continue, there is an ultimate rare TG Blade Blaster. This is just such a troll at this point. I can't believe this. Only a few packs left, ladies and gentlemen. This opening has just been ridiculous. We've gotten actually a reasonable amount of hollows, but it's been like some of the worst ones we could have possibly pulled. We have 1 Reborn Tengu. We could hope for a second. That would be really, really nice. There's still a chance for a tour guide. 3 packs left. Let's hope for the best, and it's a super rare Xian's Dojo. Okay, so that's definitely not making its way into the main deck because we're not on 6 Sam. Again, it could have been a Reborn Tengu, but 2 packs left. Another super rare, and it's Dodger Dragon. I think this can like negate counter traps or something. 1900 on a level 4 is okay. This normal summon card cannot be negated. After this card was normal summoned, your opponent cannot activate counter traps for the rest of that turn. That's like fine. I mean, if anything, it's just a big body that can like possibly play through some stuff. But one more pack, please. Please just, I'm not even asking for tour guide. Reborn Tengu. Just Reborn Tengu, and I'll be happy. And it wasn't going to happen. Okay, well, again, you know what? I'm in the winner's circle. I'm in a good position, so I'm not complaining too much, but man, those pulls were atrocious. Oh my God. But let's go ahead and load up dueling books, see what we can do.
All right, this is what we're rocking today. I'm not ready to give up on the synchro combo list. I really think it's got potential, and I think if we play it right, we might have a chance. It seems a little bad, but I decided to remove the things like my body and stuff just to cut down on space. Really, this is all just 100% gas, nothing else. So if we can open up some of the power cards like Painful Choice or, you know, Greed to draw 2, any of our combo pieces, we now got Tengu, TG Striker, we can start making some killer plays. The thing is, we gotta open it. Playing around Icarus Attack and stuff can be a little painful, but unless I know I'm going first, I don't want to be able to set up with the trap card. Like, setting trap stun on turn 1 is great if I can follow it up the following turn, but like trying to set trap stun into an Icarus Attack, it just doesn't feel like it's going to work because he could pop the 2 during the end phase, or, you know, he could pop my 2 monster. It's a mess. So we're going to try this out today. It's just full combo, kind of fuck your face in. We'll see if it ends up working out. I do think it looks pretty alright though. Decided not to play Quick Draw Synchron or Drunk Berserker, just didn't have the space for it. But I think the inclusion of the Unknown Synchron, the Striker, and the Reborn Tengus, I think really might be able to push this deck to the next level. Let's see how we stack up against the Cimoooooooo today. I'm hoping for a dub. Let me just open Painful Choice one time and make it an easy peasy game. Please.
All right, you guys, so this is the deck we're bringing to today's duel, and as no surprise, we're playing almost the exact same list. This deck has just been crushing it, and honestly, the onus is kind of on Gage to be able to adapt here because I'm just on a crazy win streak. So we're going to quickly run through the deck. We've got 2 Blizzard for Synchro plays, 3 Bora for piercing and just being able to swarm the field, 2 Gale for swarming and being able to cut his monsters down to size, 3 Kalut, the absolute all-star of the deck, and the reason why this deck is so good, 3 copies of Shura for swarming and Sirocco for being gigantic. For non-Black Wings, 1 Cyber Dragon, 1 DD Crow. I actually did put one of these in the main deck. If Gage is on this weird synchro deck, Crow is actually nice because it can take care of Fishborg Blaster, it can take care of all these monsters that can come back from the graveyard. It also synergizes with the deck, so I figured playing one of this maybe wouldn't be the worst. We've also got 2 Sangan. It could search the Crow if I absolutely have to. For spells, we have Allure, triple Black Whirlwind, triple Book of Moon, one of the best defensive cards in the game, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Pot of Greed, Regeki, and Snatch Steal, and then the traps, 1 Bottomless, 1 Fiendish Chain, triple Icarus Attack, Imperial Order, Torrential, and Vanity's Emptiness. For the extra deck, a bunch of fusions we're never going to use because we're not playing Magical Scientist, Black Winged Dragon, Black Wing Armed Wing, Goyo Guardian, 2 Magical Android, Power Tool Dragon, we have 2 Psychic Life Transfer, 1 Gashilnadon, 1 copy of Vortex the Whirlwind, and 1 XX Saber Gothams. The side deck is actually different compared to previous episodes. We still have the 2 Breaker, I also still have the 2 Crows. I do have 3 Crows in total now, thank you Turbo Pack for that. So if I feel that this graveyard shenanigans are getting way out of hand, I can bring in more copies of Crow. It doesn't really make my deck any less consistent because it's actually a nice card for going second and will allow me to be able to synergize with cards such as Allure of Darkness and Icarus Attack. I'm still also playing the 2 copies of Raikou, the 2 Compulse, and the 1 Trap Dust Shoot for when I know I'm going first. And the newest addition is 3 copies of Gravekeeper's Commandant and 3 copies of Necro Valley. So the theory here is a lot of the cards that Gage is playing in the Synchro deck that he played in the previous episode require him to move cards from the graveyard back onto the field. And Necro Valley denies Gage from doing this. He's not going to be able to move stuff like Fishborg Blaster, like Glow Up Bulb, like Level Eater back out because Necro Valley denies him from being able to even do that. It also prevents him from banishing, so that way I can't lose his stuff like Chaos Emperor Dragon. He can't banish to use the effects of a card like Dark Arm Dragon. So Necro Valley's this really nice card that Gage was using against me when he was playing Gravekeeper. It's bad because it does turn off my Blizzard, but to be fair, if I see that this is becoming very problematic, I can side these in when I know he's going to force me to go first, and this way I can establish the Necro Valley and just play the beatdown swarm game, and there's going to be very little he can do. I don't think he's expecting that I'm going to play this in the side deck, so maybe it'll come up, we'll have to see. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap it up for the deck. I can't wait to see what Gage brought this time around. It's time to duel.
Alex, I am feeling extremely optimistic that I can pull out a victory today after we open some extreme victory.
Why did I let you go first?
You know what, man?
That's my job.
I knew I had to seal this one up. I knew I had to get this one before you did. Did you have something planned? Do you want to share it with the audience?
I didn't, and that's probably about as bad as I would have come up with in the 5 seconds before hitting record. So you know what? It's fine. It's nice that you started a video for once, so it's all good. This is an interesting one because I feel like it's very top heavy, where like some of the cards you can get are just nuts, but like compared to some of the previous sets, like there's not like the Drolls or the Recruiters or like the low like rarity / common cards that were like that can actually be very beneficial because we actually have a good shot at getting them, you know? Knowing your luck, you probably have like 3 tour guides now and I'm just dead. But we'll have to see.
Yeah, even looking at the ceiling of the set, there's not like any crazy like generic synchros like we've had the last few sets. So everything is kind of like archetypal, like what TGs, they got a lot of cards in there. Like,
yeah,
oh man, wonder if you got a Wonder Magician, bro. Once we get Hulk, broken.
You know, it should tell you how good the TG archetype was that they did not play like a single synchro in that deck for the most part.
Yeah, right.
They just
yeah,
all the TG monsters and like Horn of the Phantom Piece, let's go, and just dominate everyone that way with like 40 trap cards. They did play a few of them, but they weren't playing like, you know, Halberd Cannon and like Blade Blaster and like all whatever the cards are. I don't even know. But let's go ahead and roll it, Gage. I can't wait to see what you're on because you could go a myriad of different directions. You could have perfected your last strategy. I have no idea, but we got to shout out our patron. Shout outs to Rick. No last name, just 4 letters, just good old Rick. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate the support.
My man, Rick. Thank you, Rick.
Rick's coming in with the Rockin' Rick.
Rockin' Rick always makes the decisions hard for me, though. I still don't know what's correct, man, going against your deck. I feel like the extra card is just, it's too good, but... I think we'll still go second. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Fair enough. Good luck, buddy. Good luck.
Goals. You'll need
you're
it.
definitely gonna need it, so we'll just get right into it. I'll go to main 1. I've got a pretty boring turn, Gage. I'm just gonna set and pass. So if you have the combo, be my guest.
Looks pretty good to me. I don't know if I have any killer combos. Let me see what I got. Fortunately, I don't think I have anything too wild to share with you, but
wow, if there was an opportunity and a half, this would be it. When was the last time, Gage, that I just set a monster with no back row?
Maybe last episode. I think you might have actually did it last episode. Yeah.
Oh, did I? Oh, maybe that. I don't know. We record these a week after one another, so like you're right. It could have happened. I don't know.
All right, man. We'll see. I liked your board so much, dude. I'm gonna do the same. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'll draw. This is interesting because if I'm on the impression you're playing the deck you played in the previous episode, one of the actual strengths of that deck is that, similar to Gravekeepers, the frogs actually have like a decent stat line, and just setting something like a Ronin Totem or a Dupe Frog, and I think Swap Frog also has 2k defense. I'm not 100% sure though. They're all just 2k defenders, so it actually is like slightly difficult for me to get over. And so with that said, I need to figure out what I'm actually going to do.
You could set and pass again. I think that was a killer turn 1 play, dude.
I could. I don't think I'm going to, though. Let's go ahead and flip up this Sangan.
Yep.
I'm going to normal summon Gale.
Sure.
I'm going to go ahead and sync.
Sure.
Now, the question is, what do I want to make? Like, Armed Wing is good. Goyo's also super strong. Depending on what you set, Goyo could actually be nuts, because then there's a circumstance where I could take whatever it is and then you don't have the resource for later. So I actually kind of like that. So I think I am going to go for the Goyo and trigger the Sangan.
Yep. Go for it.
I'm going to pick up, and this is actually a new card that I'm playing, Gage.
Oh, really? You got something? Let me see it.
It's not a new card from the new set, but it's a card you haven't seen me play yet, I don't believe. I'm going to pick up DD Crow.
Oh, okay. No, I feel that. All right.
Yeah? You like that? You like that?
I think you have 3 of them from like the what did we open?
I pulled one of them in the initial set, and then I actually pulled 2 of them across the turbo packs. So,
oh, damn. Yeah, so you got a full set now. That Ronin Totem?
Yeah.
Do you want it?
I do want it, 100%.
All right, you can have it.
Yeah, I don't want you having that in the graveyard, so you can send that on over. And I'll just pass it over, Gage. Go ahead.
All right, I'll draw. And that is exactly what I like to see. I'm going to activate Painful Choice.
Off the top. Ew. Yeah,
it's not so
that's
bad.
Fine.
All right.
At least you don't have to worry about Imperial Order this
Yeah,
episode.
right. I'm going to dump Treeborn Frog, Level Eater, Fishborg Blaster, Glow Up Bulb. Last card I'll dump is Effect Veiler.
Okay. That's actually interesting because it's like all the things in the graveyard, like it's okay if you get them in your hand, but Effect Veiler specifically is the one I want to leave in the graveyard because I don't want to give you that. I'm really happy I picked up this DD Crow with this Sengen now that happens.
Yeah, it definitely was probably like that, really, really above average.
Yeah. Okay. So Treeborn Frog isn't a problem until next turn, so I think I'm okay letting that stay in the grave. The question becomes Level Eater and Fishborg Blaster, I think, are the two most problematic because the problem is that they can just be used infinitely. Like Glow Up Bulb at least only works once, right? And then it's done. But like Fishborg and Level Eater are just never gonna stop. I have to put one of these in your hand. I think I'm okay with you keeping Level Eater in the grave because you don't have a monster to eat at the moment. So I think I'm going to give you the Blaster.
Okay, I'll take the Blaster, no problem.
There isn't really a great option there, but at least this way you don't get like double use out of Bulb. All you're getting is like the mill resummon. So I think this is okay.
I'm going to try to activate that Bulb. Is that okay? I'm going to mill for
All right,
cost.
that's fine.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I had a feeling that you were going to be playing the Unknown Synchro.
It's not that terrible, you know what? But
I don't think
really
so. I think it's for your deck. I think it's pretty good.
I'm gonna tribute the Glow Bulb.
Oh,
Mobius,
okay.
If it'll let me throw it on the field here. There we go.
Okay.
Mobius,
so
I'm gonna pop your 2 back row that you have mysteriously like hiding back there.
Yeah, let me go ahead and check those back row to see if I want to activate anything responsive. You're fine.
I'm gonna activate E-Telly.
Okay, that's fine.
E-Telly, I'm gonna pull out the Krebs.
All right, now I want to think.
What do you have? Crow?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
All right. I'll let
I
you
just want to see what I got here. I just want to see what's going on. Hold on.
Take your time, bro. As much time as you need.
Okay, this is fine. This is fine. I just needed to take it all in that you might actually summon your first level 8 synchro for the 39th episode of the progression series. I don't even know what we're on now.
Cool. All right.
Gage is like, I didn't think I'd get this far.
I didn't think I would, honestly. So I've never summoned a level 8. So this is monumental right here. Oh, so many choices too.
You have a lot of good 8s too.
I have a feeling this one just might be the best though. I'm gonna pull out Scrap Dragon.
Okay, sure.
I'm going to activate Level Eater. I'm going to eat off a Scrap.
Oh, I see where this is going. Let me think about that. So if you get the Level Eater, then that allows you to then just pop the Eater, pop one of my dudes. Am I that worried about that, though? Kind of am. That's actually pretty good. Scrap Dragon's a once per turn, so you're not going to be doing that multiple times. Even if I stop this, you can just play any card and get the same result. So I think if I'm going to focus more on the long game, I think I'm going to let this go. I'll probably regret it, but Level Eater's fine.
All right, dope. Eater's going to summon. I'm going to activate Scrap Dragon. I'm going to pop your Goyo.
Figured as much.
Cool. I'm going to go Battle Phase. I'm going to attack into
over the Toad. Yep.
Main 2. I'll eat again. I'll summon Level Eater.
Sure.
And I will pass turn. Go ahead, dude.
Okay. So you've still got the Treeborn Frog for next turn. Rodent Totem can also potentially be a problem later. Okay. Not the worst. I'll go ahead and draw. We've got a very interesting game going on here, Gage.
It's definitely interesting, yeah. You're going to see some more song. Like, we got the first level 8 in the entire progression series. Man.
Yeah, it's. I didn't think it was going to be Scrap Dragon of all things, but, you know, it's cool that has finally made its way onto the field. All right, I'm going to go ahead and normal summon Ashura.
Sure.
I'm going to special summon a Bora.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and head to the battle phase.
Yep.
I'm going to hit into your Level Eater with my Bora.
Yeah, and I'm going to take Piercing 17. That's a lot.
Yep. That nice 0 defense. Thank you, Level Eater. And then Shura over the Scrap Dragon.
Yeah.
You know what's coming. Your favorite card.
Yeah. Go ahead. Lay it on me.
Yep. So Kaloot's coming down. You're going to take 400 from this.
Okay.
Trigger the Shura. I'll just grab a Gale.
Okay.
And we'll hit you for the 13 with the Gale.
Okay.
And I'm just going to pass on that. Go ahead, buddy.
Draw. Stand by main. Oh, well, stand by. I'm going to go Frog.
Treeborn Frog is fine.
Main. I'm going to summon Fishborg Blaster.
That is fine.
I'm going to synchro these 2 off.
Here comes the formula.
Yep. I'm going to formulate.
Go ahead and formulate.
I'm going to discard a Nimble Sunfish to special summon Swap Frog. And I'm going to activate Swap Frog.
That's fine.
Off of Swap Frog, I'm going to dump a dupe.
Sure.
I'm going to activate Ronin Tonin. I'm going to banish Duke Frog.
Where does that get you? That's fine.
Cool. Get out the Ronin.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now I got to think. I'm going to activate Fishborg Blaster. I'm going to discard Quillbolt Hedgehog from my hand.
It had to be Quillbolt Hedgehog of all things.
Kind of a good card, you know? I wish I would have had it for Painful Choice, but...
That's... Oh, man, that's a problem. Oh, that's rough. I'm actually going to allow you to summon the Fishborg Blaster. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. I'll pick him up. Board's getting a little big.
Board's getting pretty big. It's a little bit scary.
I'll activate Quillbolt.
Okay, this I'm going to Crow.
That's fine. I'm going to Synchro for 6.
Can't use Ronin Totem as synchro material, my friend.
Are you shitting me?
It's the first line of text.
Bro, no! Dude, I thought these cards were better! Yo, that's so fucked up. No way.
Now you know why I was thinking so methodically about this.
I was like, yo, he's gonna let me make Goyo. It's gonna be too easy. And now I'm just like, what do I fucking do? Oh, no.
I wasn't sure if you knew that or not. And I'm like, if you outplay me, like, feel free. But I feel like that was correct to stop the Goyo.
You want to know the worst thing, too? When I was doing testing and stuff, I totally thought I could synchro with Ronin Totem. That was like where most of my plays came from. I was like, yo, substitute.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed. Oh, fuck me, dude.
Oh, not like this,
dude,
Gage.
Not like this, bro. Oh, man, dude. I got so excited.
Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. Just in case, I'm going to Gale down your Ronin Totem.
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to tribute Gale for Sirocco.
Yep.
Sirocco effect on Bora, making it fucking gigantic. So it'll be 5,500. And then battle phase, Pierce into Blaster.
Wow, that just happened. Yeah, that just happened. Oh my god, dude. Holy shit. Alex, I thought I was on one for this deck list, bro. And then now you just had to go and shatter my dreams, dude. I still think it's recoverable. Don't worry. I don't think I'm like in a losing spot. But, like, that is embarrassing, dude. I thought I could synchro with that Ronin Totem. How did that never come up? Did that just, like, never come up in the game or something like that?
To be fair, like, you did everything in that game up to that point without Ronin Totem, right? And so, like, you can still use Ronin Totem to, like, tribute for the Monarch. So, like, there's still utility for it. So you wouldn't have to, like, let's say, burn Glow-Up Bulb to sack for Mobius, right? So there's still some interactions there. I don't know. I mean, I still think the deck's cool. So we'll have to see if it can maybe actually nab a game. I was saying to people before, I lost 2 games with Black Wings before I started winning. So at the same time, maybe that's just like the same sort of luck. But good luck to you. It looks like you're making me go first. And this game's going to be a little bit different than the other one because this time I do, in fact, actually have some back row. I am going to set them and I'll pass it over.
All right, sounds like a plan. I will draw. All right, let's see here. I'll start my turn by just setting a card, and I will just, I'll pass it over to you, Duelist. Go ahead.
Riveting gameplay.
I know,
riveting
insane, dude, right?
I'll draw, and wow, that was insane, actually. I'll activate Black Whirlwind.
Yep.
It's your favorite card, Gage.
Yeah,
I'll bring
right?
out Shura.
Oh, my lord. Yeah, that was pretty all right, huh?
Yeah, trigger the Black Whirlwind.
Yep.
We're going to go digging. I feel as though I'm in a similar predicament as before, where you could just have a 2,000 defense monster that I can't hit over, and I don't exactly know what to do about that. So I'm going to grab a Kalute.
Okay.
I'm going to go to battle. Let's hit into this, see what it is.
Okay, it's actually Sangan. And I'm
Ooh, okay.
trigger that Sangan.
Yeah, sure. So you're going to trigger Sangan. I'm going to trigger Shura, which you're Chain Link 1, I'm Chain 2. I'm just going to simply grab a Gale. And you can get your Sangan Surge.
I'm going to pick up Substitute.
Words I never like to hear. I'll hit you for 13.
13's A-okay with me.
God. Go ahead. Not much more I can do. And now I have to worry about
that
that disaster of a card.
Oh, yeah, it's a fun card. I'm going to activate Reasoning.
Speaking of fun cards, okay. Your deck has almost every level in the game. You have 1s, you have 2s, You have 3s. You definitely have 4s because you're playing Witch. I don't know if you have a Cyber Dragon maybe, but that's like, I don't think I have to worry about 5. You're also playing Monarchs, so like 6 is maybe a consideration, but I don't know how many you're
all over
playing.
the place, bro. Whatever you pick, it's not going to end pretty.
And the thing is, even if it goes to the graveyard, then it most likely will have some sort of effect that will trigger in the graveyard to bring itself back or something. So it's like all upside for you. What am I most afraid of? I feel like you have a lot of 2s because you have Swap Frog, Dupe Frog, Ronin Totem. So I'm going to call 2. Okay. I think that might be the best chance to hit. And a couple of those don't do. Oh!
I hate this game, bro. Are you serious? Oh, you are so lucky. It hurts. Oh my god.
I don't know if that was luck, really. That was a pretty calculated
dude,
call.
That was extreme luck. If you would have saw my hand right now, you would realize how wrong you are. Oh man.
Oh, okay. I mean, you still have 2 back row to worry about, to be fair.
Damn,
so,
bro.
how detrimental was not getting that Dupe Frog?
It didn't feel good. Let me tell you that. It did not feel great.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the tricky. I'm gonna discard Fishboard Blaster to summon him.
Oh, you have another 5. I think you might have mentioned this in the end of the last episode that you were playing this. Okay. Not much I can do about that. Sure. Yugimoto would be quite proud, Gage.
Oh, he would be. How bad does this end up for me? What did you add with Black Whirlwind?
I added Kalut.
You added a clue. Fucking god. I can't escape that shit, dude.
Yeah, I think you much preferred the last game where my opening hand was like double Shura, Sirocco, and like other cards that like weren't good. It was just all monsters, and like I could only play 1 card a turn.
Okay, if I do that, I'm gonna normal summon Substitute.
And now I must think, because this card is
banned for a reason.
I feel like I have to. I'm just gonna Book of Moon Substitute.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Pretty alright. And I know you have Kalut too, bro. Come on. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to force you to use it. Go ahead and use your Kalut. Unless you want to let the Gale go grave, man. You can let the Gale go grave.
I was gonna say, this is interesting because, so if I use the Kalut here, it actually makes it more difficult for me to out your Substitute. So I'm actually going to let the Gale go. Okay. And I'll take 7.
Calculated. I'll go main phase 2. And I'll just fuck, I don't like this. I'm just gonna end my turn. Go ahead.
You were not expecting that to happen.
No.
Oh, Gage, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead and draw your 2. Wait, can I flip my IO? Is it my turn?
No, it's not your turn, unfortunately. Man. Oh, man. I'm so sorry. Okay. If it makes you feel any better, half of them were bad.
So 1 out of the 2. Okay.
Correct. So now I have to deal with this Substitute, because that's I can't let that flip up. That's going to be a problem. It's not super clean, but I think we have to go for it. So I'm going to bring out another Shura, trigger Whirlwind.
Okay.
I'm going to get another Kalut.
Go for it.
I'm going to special out a Bora.
Yep.
Battle, I'm going to hit into Substitute with Bora and activate Kalut and damage step.
Sure, so I'm going to take...
This will be 1100 because Bora goes up to 31 from the Kalut. And Substitute is 2k. I'm going to hit into Tricky.
You got the 3rd.
Kalut again.
Yep.
So you're going to take 1200 from this.
Okay.
Trigger Shura. Just not enough. We're really close. And then I'm going to hit you with Shura and Gale for 31.
Okay.
And then I'll head over to main 2. I'll set myself a card, and good luck, buddy.
That's it. Wow. I'll set a card. Oh, bro.
No,
why do you
like
feel
this,
bad
Gage.
for me, man? Dude, I can't believe it. I thought this deck was so hot shit. It is actually just hot shit. It's literally hot shit. Like, I can't even, bro. Go.
Is the Ronin Totem thing really like messing with it that bad?
Not really. It's just I can't get the right curve of cards, I guess. I don't know what it is, bro.
No. All
Can
right,
you clean it up?
I think so. We'll have to see, of course. I'm just gonna sack off this Gale for a Sirocco.
Oh, that definitely 1000%.
Trigger the Black Whirlwind.
Stop. That thing is fucking... Wow, bro. Oh my god.
Just for the record, this would have made the Bora a 36, 56, 66, 73, 83, 8,700 damage with piercing, if that
Holy
connected.
hell. That thing was fucking big, bro.
Oh, you got Striker. If it makes you feel any better, I did not get TG Striker.
You didn't get any TG Strikers, dude. Oh,
I did not get a single one.
So-
because it's a rare, isn't it?
It is, yes.
What was this? What was this?
It was a Dupe Frog.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, the thing is with this set, I think I pulled okay. I got 2 Strikers, and I also actually,
Wow.
I actually got 2 Tengu.
Wow.
So-
I only got one.
Yeah,
I pulled the first one like midway through, and I'm like, please let me get a second one, and it didn't happen.
No,
can't believe you
I got
two.
the first one in pack 3, and then I got the second one in pack number 4. I was like, that's kind of just good luck right
Wow.
now. So, yeah,
That's crazy.
destined to play the Tengu, but it didn't come in clutch. I didn't get the Tengu. Dude, oh man, that's so frustrating. I didn't want to get 2-0 this episode. I thought I could have did so much more. What were your other 2 back row? I was more scared of than Book of Moon. I knew I would have just auto lost to Icarus attack. That's the thing.
Well, it's funny you mentioned IO because that was off the Pot of Greed.
What is this one?
I had a Torrential as the last resort, and then I actually drew an Icarus attack for turn.
Yeah,
so,
wow.
I mean,
No, I was like just terrified of Icarus attack. I was like, I 100% just auto lose if you activated Icarus attack at any point there.
Right. I mean, it's such an impactful card. It's just able to completely swing games in a very unfavorable direction for you, unless you specifically have the trap stun or the My Body. It's just so difficult to work around.
Damn, dude, I thought it was on to something. I don't think this deck is there yet, though. It was fun to test out with. I had some cool like combos and everything, but it's just I can't beat the Kalut. It's really just Kalut is what it is, because no matter what synchro I summon, it's just not gonna ever be big enough to like survive a Kalut.
It's funny because in the last game when you summoned the Scrap Dragon, I was like, "Oh, please summon Stardust Dragon so I can Kalut over this,
right,
please."
right,
Yeah.
no,
yeah.
right.
You're right. It's like this card is just absurd. This solves like every problem imaginable, and it's like the Blackwing's already beefy enough as it is. You know, like Shura's 18, Bora's 17, and then you have Icarus attack and all this, and it's like, what do you really have to worry about most of the time? And also, you don't know if I have it in my hand unless I specifically search it. You know, where like at least with the trap cards and the Book of Moons, you know they're back there, so they're known threats to worry about. I could just have a single card in my hand, and if you don't know what it is, and it's Kalut, and that could just lose you the game automatically. It's such a game warping card. I just cannot believe how good this card is.
Damn, dude, I can't believe you sealed it up again. I need to switch something up next episode again, too. I need to figure out something.
So for my pulls, oh my god. So the trend of Cimoooooooo pulling the worst ghost rares continues because I got a ghost rare Junk Berserker. First edition, by the way.
Dude, no way, dude. I actually think I got 2 ghost rare. Yeah, I got 2 ghost rare Junk Berserkers, bro. That's crazy, man.
I'm like, I just wanted a Tengu. I just wanted a tour guide. Maybe at the most. But no, we get a Junk Berserker. I also got both of the high-level TG synchros, and I got 2 of one of them. One of them was an ultimate rare, and one was the ultra.
Man, you should
And,
play those TGs, dude, without Striker.
Yeah, without Striker, even better. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm just like, to be fair, I don't need it. We're on tournament pack 5 now, in case you didn't know, and I didn't pull anything good. Okay. I got a couple Manjus. I got a couple Royal Commands, which I guess if you were on Gravekeeper would actually be kind of good. The DD Crows were that one DD Crow I had. I was actually only main decking 1 because I figured I could search it with Sangan, funny enough. But then in the second game, I actually sided in 2 more because I'm like, wow, this card's actually really good against your deck.
Yeah,
so,
no, Crow is nice.
Yeah, the one thing I was going to do, but I actually decided not to do it because I remembered that didn't work how I thought. I actually side decked in but in my side deck. I had triple Commandant, triple Necro Valley, because I thought to myself, Necro Valley actually just shits on your deck, because then you can't bring all these cards back from the graveyard. The problem is, we've been playing by older school, like, text, and Necro Valley's had, like, 9 erratas, right? And so the thing with Necro Valley is, how it used to work is that monsters that could special summon themselves from the graveyard were actually able to work under Necro Valley. And so I remembered that, and I'm like, oh, I mean, like, yeah, I probably shouldn't do that, because then people are going to be like, well, you're playing with, like, pre-errata Imperial Order, you're playing with pre-errata CED. So I'm like, yeah, I should probably at least go by how that went, because otherwise, like, Necro Value would have just been, like, the end for you.
I mean, the thing is, like, I think what we've been doing with, like, CED and everything is, like, those were legitimate text changes. Whereas I think Necro Valley was more of a clarification. Like, I think Necro Valley was always supposed to behave how it is, like, behaving now. I don't think it was, like, an actual errata. So
the thing is, though, it mattered so much contextually, because since it was worded the way that it was, that players could have, like, you know, potentially used it back in the day to stop some of these types of decks. So, like, I don't know. I just maybe felt that was, like, disingenuous that way, so I just decided not to play it. The idea was cool. I was actually going to roll up here with, like, full Gravekeeper this episode and just be like, all right.
You know what? I actually legitimately thought that was going to be something you were going to do. I'm not even shitting, because I was like, yeah, Necro Valley just absolutely just does not play well with this deck. So
yeah, exactly. And I had the idea from you because you were playing Gravekeeper before. Yep. So I'm like, ooh, that would be a cool idea. So then initially I was thinking I'm just going to play full Gravekeeper, but then I thought, I've got 3 Commandant, I've got 3 Necro Valley. I could just side deck those 6 cards, and that's like a pretty good % chance I'll see at least any of those copies, and it only affects Blizzard, so it's not like I'm really losing out a lot. I could even maybe side out a Blizzard for one of the copies. So I mean, like I said, I could have done it, but I just felt like, yeah, it's not that big a deal. Next episode, Gage.
Oh yeah,
Generation Force
intro of XYZs, baby. It's a big one.
How are we already done with synchros?
I feel like we just blinked and it's what we actually started synchros at the start of the new year, right? That was like the big thing, right?
We did, right? So it's been this is probably going to go live towards the like middle end of March, I think. So 3 months and we're already into Exceeds. That's crazy.
That's nuts. How many years was it until we got Exceeds, like after synchros? Was it like what, 2 years or something?
I think it was about 3. I mean, we obviously do a set every episode, and each only like 4 core sets came out a year. Obviously we skipped a lot because we weren't doing side sets, but I think synchros originally debuted in 2008, 2009, and now we're in 2012. So there was only 3 years, where the rest of Yu-Gi-Oh, I mean, leading up to synchros, I think it was like 7 years. So I guess it makes sense when you look at it that way.
Damn, it's crazy to think that everybody got to see us play literally 3 years of Yu-Gi-Oh in like over the course of 3 months. Like,
right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, then it's funny that we're actually like somewhat tracking a tangentially parallel evolution of the game to a degree. I think that's definitely going to start to stray away once we get to some later sets, and we're gonna have to come up with some really crazy strategies. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But Generation Force, Exceeds era, people are going to be hyped for that. And who knows, maybe you'll be able to cook up something new. We'll have to see. So guys, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series. Be sure to tune in next time for Generation Force. We do have to shout out our patrons, though, as always. So big shouts to Shadow1317, Sean Alling Jr., Tim00x3, Pony Stark, Neo Cypher Slacker, Joshua Wiley, and Gayoka, Michael Dente, Ole, Shotagonist, Rasmus, Ika Ironfang, Mystic Walk, Part 2, Dan the Man Hoban, Sylvia Wild, Synchro Guy, Brian Dancer, GW, Jarvis Martin, Logan Thomas, Dragon Lord, Dollywop, Peter Gregory, Thomas Nelson, Emil Cohen, Daniel Baker, Draconic, Jordan Coons, Iron Bladesman, Pure Ace, Inuatai Show, Jesse Wood, Icky Lights, True Nerdgasm, Brother Paul, Benjamin Fuller, Yu-Gi-Oh! Hot Pack, Nehru Celeste, Chris Hood, Lumpy, Shane Reese, Rockley 325, JM Church, and Lane Rogers. Thank you all so much for watching the video, and we will see you next time.